The story begins by showing the main character, whose name is Hannah. She was taking food with her mom and dad at this time. Her mom Hannah says something that she doesn't like, she gets angry, she starts rubbing her nails on her finger. Because it was her habit, often when she is angry or when she is confused, she starts rubbing her nails on her finger like this. Now this thing was not so special, but then there was a problem in her stomach, something in her stomach started pushing the stomach out. Note only that, because of which Hannah is very confused, she also gets scared. In the problem, as soon as she rubbed her hand on her stomach, everything was fine, because of which she also does not pay much attention to this thing. After that, in the next scene, we see Hannah in her own house, that is, she stays away from her mom and dad. Hannah's friend had come to meet her here. After sleeping at night, when Hannah was getting ready in the morning, the same place on the stomach where there was a pulse, she was shivering, there she suddenly starts to feel pain. Along with that, a big mark is formed at that place. But after becoming normal, Hannah ignored this thing and went to her work. It was found that she works for a very big fashion designer. Her job was to make the best dress. But nowadays, her boss was not very happy with Hannah's design. And today, while pressing the button, she is putting blood on a dress, because of which her boss got very angry. And Hannah gets a lot of scolding, due to which that poor girl got very upset. She went to the bathroom, where there is again a pulse and a push in her stomach. This time, there was a lot of Uber as well. Along with that, there was a cone as well, which makes her very upset. Then her friend also came here, who was very close to Hannah. But for now, she does not tell her anything. Hannah's friend used to support her everywhere, she used to encourage her. And even today, by making her upset, she says, "Let's go to the party, so that your mood gets better." On which Hannah says that not today, we will go to the party someday, because today I have to go to my friend's house. We will stay there all night, we will spend time together. Here, we got to know that Hannah's friend and her friend, whom she used to like, both knew each other for a long time. Through this, Hannah met her and later, they became close. Now, when Hannah came to her friend's house, she started talking to her about her family. When these two were sitting close, suddenly Hannah started having pain in the place where there was a mark. That thing again started pushing the stomach, which Hannah felt very scared. She was afraid that this movement, push and mark might be seen by my friend. That's why she tells her that I am not well, I am going. Her friend got scared that what happened to her suddenly. He asks, did she make any mistake? Hannah said that no, I am just not feeling good. Which if she leaves from here in a while, she reached her house, where she had to design a nice dress for her. But she was so scared that she did not get any good idea. She got very upset. She was fed up of this situation. With this, she started having pain in the place where there was a mark on her stomach. Again, it started pushing, which increased so much that now, the stomach had increased to a great extent. And now, we see a very shocking scene. A small creature starts coming out of her stomach from the place where there is a mark, which was looking very ugly. Seeing that, Hannah gets up, surprised that he could even speak. Here, after telling Hannah a lot of things, he says bad things. And now, she failed in making the design of the dress. He also makes her do this thing. Now, Hannah did not believe her eyes. She got so scared that she also fainted. After a while, when she came to her senses, she was still very scared. This thing seemed like a bad dream to her. But when she sees the creature lying next to her, she locks it in the closet for now. On the mark from where the creature had come out of the stomach, she bandages the wound. As she takes care of herself, she gets back to work again. This time, she gets a very good idea. By making a good design, she makes a beautiful dress through it, which her boss also liked a lot. He praises Hannah, with which she became very happy. Now, when Hannah was talking to her friend, she starts bleeding from her wound, which her friend had seen. When she asked about this, Hannah replies that I have an allergy. Soon, I am going to the skin doctor. I will get her treated for my allergy. After a while, Hannah came to the skin doctor to get a checkup, which starts checking her mark. She asks Hannah that are you using any beauty product, or any cream, lotion etc. with which you have this allergy. Hannah replies that no. I have not used anything like that. The doctor says that this is not an allergy. After checking a little more, she thinks. Then she says that this is a problem of dual DNA. That is, two DNAs in one person at a time. means when you were about to be born in your mother's womb. Then you did not let your twin sister or brother be born. In fact, you captured it inside you. Because of which this mark is there. This is a problem, but not so big. Often this happens to people. Now Hannah, who is already very scared because of her nature, she asks, so can my twin sister or brother, whom I have captured inside me, can he come out of this mark? The doctor says that no, this never happens. That is, no matter what happens, he cannot come out. After hearing this, she was very scared. Because this thing had already happened to her. Now Hannah went to a bar with her friend. To party. In the meantime, she also sent many messages to her friend. And calls too. But he does not answer. When these two were sitting, Hannah sees that my friend is messaging this friend again and again. Seeing which got very angry. Her heart broke.
That he is busy with her by ignoring me. The thing to notice here was, whenever Hannah was worried or angry, then that creature used to move in her stomach. When he was inside. And now that he has come out. So this time Hannah's anger. On being worried. He starts moving in the closet. With which this thing became clear here. That Hannah's feelings. Emotions are emotionally attached. That is, whenever she feels something like this. The creature also does something then. Now when she comes home, she sees that my creature has now come out of the closet. He was sitting down. Which now starts coming out after seeing Hannah. By now his hands and feet had also come out. And he had already grown a little. He tells Hannah here that your friend whom you love, he does not talk to you, but talks to your friend. Even now, they are still together. Hearing this, Hannah starts feeling bad. Now by worrying her, the creature started laughing at him. Says, but I can help you. With which everything will be fine. When he moved forward. Then Hannah starts looking into his eyes. She is lost somewhere. It felt like as if she is being hypnotized. That is, she is losing her consciousness. But in the meantime, her mom's call came. As soon as she paid attention to the phone bell, she started asking her mom, was I having a twin sister or brother? When I was about to be born. But her mom clearly refuses. She tells Hannah that we are having a party, in which you are also born. Now Hannah, who was already in a lot of tension, she starts rubbing her nose on her finger. Then a knock at her door. When Hannah checked, then there were her two friends, who had come to pick her up, because they were going out somewhere. Seeing both of them together, Hannah feels very bad. She already had a doubt that something is going on between them. So today her doubt increases even more. She was angry. That's why she refuses to go with them. And says that you both go. She did this. She didn't insist on going with him even once. They quietly leave from there. Hannah now searches on the internet about dual DNA, where she finds out about a group of people who all had a dual DNA problem, and they had made a separate place for themselves. Now the matter of taking the address of that place. Hannah goes to go there. She comes to an empty building, and when she goes to the secret basement there, then she finds the group of people there, who like Hannah, was going through a dual DNA problem. And that creature, which came out of everyone, it is called Appendage, which is also the name of this film. Knowing this, Hannah is satisfied that I am not alone. Whose creature is there? In fact, there are more like me. The old man sitting there starts telling about his appendage, that my creature is such that by hurting people, it benefits itself, and everyone's appendage comes out of their mark. It should be said that it is born from there, and it is such a disease which has no cure. The reason for this is dual DNA. Hannah says that we should go to the doctor. The old man replies that yes, a man had gone, but why the doctors didn't find that thing. So various experiments were done on that man, because of which he was eliminated. If we also go, then the same thing will be done with us. So it is better that we should stay hidden. Further, the old man explains that appendage feeds on its host. That is, from which it comes out. It feeds on it. That is, it is said that it uses that person as food. It lives on its strength. It hypnotizes its host in a way weakens its mind and body. By doing this, that appendage creature grows itself, keeps growing, also is powerful. And yes, we can't eliminate our appendage, because it is obvious that it has come out of us. So because of this, we are connected in a way, and the appendage remembers the feelings of its host. Suffering, sorrow, trouble, tension, then takes advantage of it. We want that we always tie our appendage, keep it hidden from everyone. Also we have a special medicine injection, with the help of which we can keep the appendage weak and unconscious for a long time. Now, after taking all this information and the injection, Hannah starts going from there. But then she meets a girl named Claudia, who was from this group, and she stops Hannah and starts talking to her. He takes her to her house for coffee, where she talks a little, and that's how they became friends. Now Claudia had tied her appendage at one place, which was making a lot of noise at that time. Hannah says, "Why didn't you give the injection to your appendage?" She says, "Not because sometimes I feel that what is wrong," on which Hannah makes her understand. But we have to do this, because this appendage keeps us in front of our evil, annoys us, makes us a kind of joke, which is obvious. Negative thoughts come inside us, whose appendage takes advantage. So according to me, this thing is more wrong. So now Claudia goes to calm her appendage, while Hannah came to her house. Her appendage says that I can help you, with which everything will be fine. If you keep listening to me, then everything will be fine. But Hannah, not listening to any of her, injects her, which made her unconscious. At night, Hannah starts her work, starts making the design of the dress, where her friend comes to meet her, seeing whom she becomes unconscious. She says that I and your friend was talking about you. Hearing this, Hannah got angry. She starts doubting again. Suddenly said that you both, behind my back, do wrong work alone, and don't know what you make me talk. Saying which, she threw her friend out of the house. Then the next day, when she went to work, there too with her friend, she argues on something. After a few days, she went to meet Claudia. She tells her that when I was in college, then once I hit my car somewhere, so that I die. Meaning, that thing went to take my life. Because since childhood, I used to feel that there is some defect in me. There is some flaw. On which Claudia explains to her that no, there is nothing like that. But you are normal and absolutely fine. Hannah then says that there is fear inside me, trouble, and my hesitation on everything. Maybe it can be because of this that I have been thinking negative about myself since childhood. Claudia tells the same secret, that I often talk to my appendix, which tells me such things, which are proven to be true. Like, she told that my husband is cheating on me, and this thing was also proved to be true. Look, if you use the appendix properly, then it will become your one personal thing, which always, along with giving you good advice, will tell you such things, which will be true. But yes, in this thing, you have to keep a little attention. That somewhere in the appendix, you don't get so lost that it will hypnotize you completely, black out their weakness. Otherwise, after this, he can do whatever he wants with you, and he will start growing. He will keep growing, will keep getting stronger, when you will keep getting weaker. After coming home, she tries to talk to her appendix, on which tells her that your two friends have made their relationship. They love each other, and no one loves you. As soon as she says this, he completely hypnotizes her, because of which she blacked out, which shouldn't have happened. Now, as soon as this happens, she becomes unconscious, because the appendix, by making her weak, was getting stronger. And now, as soon as she comes to her senses, that the appendix has gone from here. She looks for it everywhere.